As Her Majesty the Queen's representative here in the West Midlands, one of my most important duties, and one that I carry out with great enjoyment and determination, is to support and take a very keen interest in the armed forces and the cadets in our area. Now, normally, of course, we'd be celebrating Armed Forces Week at the end of June through flag raising events, parades, church parades, all sorts of outdoor activities. And I and my deputy lieutenants will be joining you to demonstrate the support that we all hold for the men and women who make up the armed forces community, from currently serving troops to their service families, to veterans, and of course cadets. But this year, of course, we're not meeting physically. We're doing this virtually for reasons we all understand. But I'm delighted to learn that so many online events are taking place right across the region, because this is our opportunity for all of us to share with me in our support and appreciation for the armed forces. They are a key part of society, whether they're the serving regular troops, the reserve, or the cadet forces. And of course, during the pandemic, we have read and seen the key role that they have been playing across our communities, helping to keep us all safe in these uniquely difficult times. When we're faced with challenges, it's of course these moments when we realise how fortunate we are to have their support and to be able to lean on them. It's so important that we take opportunities like this to pause and assure and emphasise to them that we will never take them for granted. We have around 4,600 cadets in the West Midlands in nearly 100 cadet units, be they Sea, Army, Air Cadets, or of course the combined cadet forces in 23 of our schools, all of whom are enthusiastically led by over 600 cadet officers and adult volunteers. And cadets develop confidence and transformative experience, teamwork, leadership, and many other life skills, and without doubt become better equipped citizens as they go forward in their lives. And the cadet forces are a well-proven ladder, and many thousands of young people from all backgrounds have benefited directly into employment from their cadet experience. Reserves are an integral part of the armed forces. We have something like 1,400 reservists serving in a variety of units across the region. They're not only serving the nation, but many are contributing their own specialist civilian skills. But while doing so, they gain valuable hard and soft skills from their work in the reservists, which are portable and transferable into the workforce, thereby becoming more effective employees, as well as at the same time playing a vital role in the armed forces. A number of our reservists have recently been mobilised as part of the military effort in support of the COVID pandemic, and we thank them and their regular colleagues for their contribution in keeping us safe. Some 200 members of the regular forces are based here in the West Midlands, serving with the Royal College of Defence Medicine in Birmingham, or embedded with reserve and other units in the area. Many of you will have come across the Armed Forces Covenant, which was a promise by the nation that those who have served and their families will be treated and are treated fairly in our communities. And all of our local authorities in the West Midlands are signatories to the Covenant, together with all the local units, service charities, and I'm delighted to say an increasing number of businesses, both large and small. So on the occasion of this year's virtual Armed Forces Week, I'd like to say to those who serve, to all their families, and to the many veterans, to the cadets and the cadet leaders, and all of those who support the Armed Forces community here in the West Midlands, a sincere thank you for the contribution you are making, and I know will continue to make.